Let's start this one off right and make sure we get the finishing shot. The guys get the pool ready for Joe and I. So ring that bell and get the inside look. We'll drop them from downtown just for you. Sportsnight is next.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Sportsnight. I'm Joe Young.
And I'm Howie Shapiro. It was nice of them to get the pool ready for us for tomorrow night.
It was. A little floaty toys.
Yeah, I got to have my water wings.
Stuff we can relate to.
Absolutely.
We will be at the Northdale Middle School pool on Tuesday of this week to see the annual battle for supremacy with the host, I guess, Blaine Bengals.
Yeah, I think so.
They share
the pool.
That as their home facilities. Yep. But got a lot of stuff to get through, short amount of time. 15-minute show tonight. You can watch it twice. Get twice as much enjoyment out of the next half hour. Start with the boys hockey team. They have really picked up their offensive firepower the past few weeks. Cardinals have averaged 3.8 goals per game over their last 10 games. Before that, they were averaging just over 1 goal per game. It was a good time to seek some revenge against Osseo. The Orioles, like the Cardinals, had just a couple of wins, but Osseo dominated the first meeting, winning 7-3, something the Cardinals had certainly not forgotten. Osseo trying to prove the first time wasn't a fluke. They bring the pressure early. Max Johnson with the steal at the top of the circle, walks in, gets a good look, but Ty Hansen snares it with the glove. The pressure would eventually pay off. Orioles 2-on-1. Tipped by Eric Johnson is going to go just wide. Puck is played back out front, then cleared, but it's going to go right to Johnson. He's able to slip the shot under Hansen's elbow and put Osseo on the board. First break for the Cardinals in the second. Shot is blocked at the point. Great hustle by Andrew Pitlick to get to the puck first. He's going to draw a penalty. Goalie makes a save, but is pushed into the net with the puck by Morissette. Still no goal because the whistle was on the way the moment the goalie touched it. No matter. They do end up with the penalty. Cardinals cash in on the ensuing power play. Mike Frederickson walking the blue line. Fans on the shot. And then it's nearly poked away. Recovers, sends it through traffic and past the keeper. That'll even the score with just under 3 minutes left in the second. Unfortunately, technical difficulties kept us from bringing you the third period action in which Michael Elson scored the game winner just over midway through to give the Cardinals the 2-1 win. Hansen had to make 38 saves for that victory. On Friday, or Saturday, we're getting there.
Yeah, eventually.
On Saturday, they played Champlain Park. Cardinals down 5-2 against the Rebels in the second period, but came all the way back to get the victory, but they lose 5-4. They are at Armstrong Cooper on Thursday and at Irondale on Saturday, and both of those are beatable teams. Coon Rapids did win the first meeting against the Knights.
So first of all, I want to ask you, do you think he planned that fan on the shot, when he fanned on the shot, just to kind of throw off the defense and then maybe
get him up? Goalie to slide a little bit early? I'm thinking probably not, but it worked out.
They have been playing better as of late. Even though they have the 4 wins on the season, they definitely have played better as of late.
Yes. Well, the girls hockey team just had one game. They had a game scheduled to play Jefferson last Tuesday. That game was canceled, leaving their only game of the week against Armstrong Cooper on Saturday, and they dominate the Wings, beating them 7-2. Taylor Turnquist and Hannah Schultz each had 4 points in the contest. Brina Del Castillo and Lily Hackett each had 3. I don't know why I made it Lily H instead of L Hackett. Apparently, I just
to try something new.
Wanted to keep her with the Del Castillos. Just the way it worked out. Cardinals Spring Lake Park, Coon Rapids, with 3 games left in the regular season. They are at Austin tonight. Long drive for a Monday night. They're at Irondale on Tuesday, and then they host Totino in the regular season finale on Saturday.
Yeah, I think they had an early game. It was like a 5:30 game this evening. So even though they drove almost 2 hours to get there.
Yeah, got out of school a little bit early. Yep. I'm guessing none of the girls complained about that one.
No.
Wrestling team had a couple of back-to-back duels last week. First up against Northwest Suburban Conference opponent Champlain Park, and they dominate 51-15 the final. Howe, Bothwell, and Scheck get 3 straight pins through the middleweights. Josh Bryant, a big decision at 145. And Paltrow in for the injured Tim Mandyke at heavyweight gets a 5-zip decision. Cardinals not so fortunate on Friday against the very tough Scott West squad, they lose 56-9 in that one. The only winners, Warner with a pin at 182 and Joey Bothwell a decision at 160. Want to congratulate a couple of young wrestlers on their way to the 9th grade state tournament. Isaiah Thompson was the section champion with an 8-7 win in the final round at 132. John Svobodny at 100 pounds took second place, made his way to state, gets an 11-0 major decision in the true second match. Zach Thomas had to win in triple overtime of the true second match, gets a pin in the third extra period. So congratulations to all of those young men. We will see the varsity team in action on Friday when they take on the Anoka Tornadoes, who are pretty good.
Yeah, tough to lose Mandyke as well. He's going to be out at least a couple of weeks, so he won't be there, obviously, against Anoka. But that's going to be a tough test for the Cardinals. You know, typically they're both pretty good. Cardinals down a little bit this year
compared to where they're ranked number 3 in the state right now. So they will also be at the Bengal Invitational on Saturday. Gymnastics team, kind of a weird one. They called this originally the ABC Pursuit. What it was a twin duel. So 3 teams there, all competing just once, but then their scores go against one another. So the Cardinals put up a 128.5. That's a loss to home team Anoka's 135. That means Hannah Gross, and this is going to be funny because those are all the same exact numbers we're going to see on the next page. Yeah. For Hannah Gross, she was the top finisher on vault, bars, and beam. Kamika Hurdle was the best on the floor in 4th place. Those are all second, third, second places. All right, flip the page, and we have a victory over Blaine's 125.8, and all of those second, third, and 4th place finishes become first place finishes for the Cardinal ladies. Good job on that, and a great score at 128.5. The girls are at Irondale Spring Lake Park on Thursday, then at Elk River next Thursday.
Getting close to that 130 mark. I know that that's something that they want to accomplish.
Yes.
Well, the swimming and diving team is a host to the Section 7 AA team, True Team tournament over the weekend, but first they hosted Cambridge Isani for a non-conference duel. The Blue Jackets came to the Northdale Middle School pool on Tuesday. This will be a great test for the Cardinals, a team similar to those middle of the Northwest Suburban Pack, so there are a lot of close races. Good start for the Cardinals, second event of the night, and their young leaders setting the pace. Sophomore Alex Schmidt first to the wall in a time of 1:57.34. It's more than 10 seconds before freshman Andrew Trung takes the second place spot, just out-touching the Blue Jackets top finisher in a time of 2:08.39. Great race for the sophomore exchange student Pierre Nahar in the 50 free. He'll hold off a surging Cambridge swimmer to take second place in a time of 25.66. Only one diver on the board for each team in this one, so it was head-to-head battle, and junior Aaron Rosso will win the duel for the Cardinals, scoring a very solid 167 flat. The match almost out of the hand already by the time we reach the 500 free. Still just as impressive. Schmidt just blows everyone away in this race, winning in a time of 5:25.16, almost a full minute ahead of second place. Victory, a full minute.
Time to wait on the wall.
Yes, absolutely. Victory in hand for Cambridge in the 100 breaststroke. So their swimming exhibitions. Still, Trung will go out and get a legit first place finish, tagging up in a time of 1:10.89. Cardinals are going to lose 98-77, but Coach Donaldson very impressed with the times and the effort he's been seeing from this squad, Joe.
Yeah, and they had that true team, but there are your best finishers. Alex Schmidt, a 4th place finish in the 500 free, is the top finish for the Cardinals. 6th place for the 200 free relay. Trung finished 8th in the 100 breast. 400 free relay team was in 9th place. 9th place is also going to Alex Schmidt in the 200 free, Andrew Trung in the 200 IM. Aaron Rosso was 10th off the board, and the 7th grader, Matthew Struss, was 15th in the 100 fly, but I'm trying to remember the number he said. It was something like 10 of the 14 events the Cardinals had swimmers get best times.
Yeah, and that's
in that, despite whatever the scores are or the places, the kids are still getting faster and better. And again, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th graders, most of their points coming for this team.
Youngsters stepping up.
As we talked about, they are at Blaine on Tuesday. Technically, it's a Bengal home meet at the Northdale Middle School pool. And Howie,
we'll be there.
They will race against the Cambridge Isani Blue Jackets again next Thursday. Nordic ski team had the week off. They have the Northwest Suburban Conference Championships coming up on Wednesday. That's at Elm Creek, I believe. Oh, no, that's at Theodore Wirth. On next Thursday, they're Giants Ridge up in Biwabik for the Section 7 meet. The Alpine ski team got 2 different races in last week. In race number 3 of the season, the boys team finished in 7th place. Josh Whelan set the pace, 22nd place, 102.60. His score, Aaron Luer, not far behind in 30th. Aaron Caroon, Jake Luer in 37th place. Smith places 40th, and Sides is down in 63rd. Boys in race 4 dropped to 8th place. Josh Whelan's top time, 26th place. Drops a place, but he actually picks up time. A better finish at 1 minute, 1.15 seconds. Caroon in 35th, Luer 42nd, Smith 45th, and Kai Tweedy, the 5th Cardinal finisher, in 71st place. For the girls, they finish in 9th place for race 3. Molly Bolin, a 17th place finish, 124. Had a little bit of trouble on one of her runs. That's okay. Emma Bolin finishes 30th. Haley Bio is 72nd. On Thursday, so race 4, they finish in 9th place. Molly cleans it up, back under a minute, 58.56 seconds to finish 6th place in that event. The Alpine ski team will have race 5 on Thursday at Trollhagen. Although the scores don't count, I believe that's just a weather one. I believe only 4 really determined. But I think teams can trade their best times. They can take their best 4 out of 5 times. Anyway, section championships are next Tuesday.
Just let you know.
I didn't mean to confuse you.
No, it doesn't take much.
Well, the boys basketball game will have a pair of conference games this week on their home floor after finishing a 3-game road swing. Last Tuesday, the Cardinals were at Totino Grace facing an Eagles team coming off its first win in 3 weeks. They boasted a bit better record, especially in the conference, but this is the kind of team the Cardinals knew they had a chance to steal one from. Good strategy from the start. Get it down low, get your big man going early. Keller collects, turns, and scores. It's the beginning of a very big night for that young man. Totino moving the ball well early on. The rotation opens up Rocky Cruiser for the 3. To put the Eagles up by 6. Cruiser finished with 35. Cardinals able to answer the long ball. Lionel Warner from way outside. This is tight all the way through the first half. Final minute, good push up court. Dio Lowell knows what to do, slashes to the paint, lays it home. Eagles still on top by 1 at the half. Cardinals trying to start fast in the second. Long pass to Keller behind the defense. Another easy 2. He had a game high 35. Coon Rapids up 47-43. Cardinals playing with the lead for much of the first half, trying to keep it that way. Great movement end to end. Tyrion Johnson finishes it up. But the Eagles able to chip away and eventually get this one back to even. James Streeter using his size down low. That tied the game at 72. Totino gets the momentum down the stretch. They'll find Streeter on the break again. He scores to get the Eagles out front, and they're able to hold on to that lead, winning 85-80. Yeah, he's a large young man.
Definitely a large young man, no doubt.
A big challenge for the Cardinals on Friday. They faced very highly ranked Champlain Park, lost 114-70 at the hands of the Rebels. 31 points for Jake Domovic. Tyrion Johnson had a double-double with 15 and 10. Cardinals host Elk River on Tuesday and Anoka on Thursday. And on Thursday, Howie?
We'll be there. Nick Keller playing really well.
Yes, he is.
The girls' basketball team entered last week's play hoping to snap their 4-game losing streak, and Tuesday's opponent was trying to do the exact same thing. Totino Grace won 7 of their first 8 games this season, but had lost the last 4. Like the Cardinals, the Eagles struggled on offense, scoring more than 55 just once through 12 games. So it would really be about which team could put points on the board. As expected, low-scoring affair in the first half. Kaylee Porsche with the turnaround jumper, and that's going to come off the rim, but a great effort on the boards by Caitlin Ackerman. She'll get the putback to even the score about midway through the first. This is a sloppy game both ways, but the Eagles able to finish a little bit stronger. Alexis Workey able to follow her own miss, and she had 5 points for Totino in the first. Her younger sister, Sydney Workey, doing the work underneath. She had 8 of the Eagles' 16 in the first half, but they had a 4-point edge going into the locker room. Cardinals still in this game despite having more turnovers than points in the first, but Totino blows up on the backside of the break. So a three-pointer, one of three for Totino to start the half on a 17-3 run. Cardinals down but not out. Marina Nyberg ends the big run with a 3, and there's still time. Unfortunately, Totino stays patient and potent, and finds open shots to seal the victory. They win 41-24, dropping the Cardinals to 3-11.
It was impotent for them to stay patient and potent on offense, and they did both of those things. The Workey sisters, pretty impressive, but not a great game on either side. Cardinals followed it up with a game against Champlain Park on Friday, and they lose 65-32. Ellie Carver getting half of the Cardinals' points. Next highest scorer, Kaylee Porish, with just a half dozen. Marina Nyberg had 4 and 3 players with 2 each. And offensive production, a big problem for this team at this point in the year.
Nice to see Ellie Carver in double digits there too as well, but definitely scoring points, points coming as a premium for the girls basketball team.
Well, and they are going to have to go on the road as the boys are at home for 2 this week. The girls are on the road. They're at Elk River on Tuesday, at Anoka on Friday.
Yep, so opportunity to see if they can get some turnaround there. Elk River, pretty good ball club as well.
Yeah, we've got a busy week for you here on CTN. Swimming and diving on Tuesday, boys basketball on Thursday, wrestling on Friday. Live coverage at 6, 7, and 7. Hope to see you then. Want to thank everybody out there for joining us. Continue to support everything we do here at CTN. For the entire crew, including Howie Shapiro, I'm Joe Young saying good night.